Story: The Beach House. Written by Stupid Dial-Up.
I guess I want to avoid getting wet on this cool spring evening. The rain is falling hard like cold water from a shower, hitting me over and over again. It's so cold that it almost feels warm, more than my nightgown ever could. When I breathe out, my breath feels warm, but the cold wind quickly takes that away. Maybe the warm water of the sea can give me some comfort in this storm. The waves come in fast, one after another, hitting my stomach and chest. I turn my head to avoid the water splashing into my nose and mouth. The sea isn't as friendly tonight as it was earlier today. Earlier, the beach was full of people. Kids building sandcastles, couples floating and relaxing in the water, and people sitting under umbrellas reading books. But now, everything feels different, much sadder. The kindness of the sea seems to have disappeared with the setting sun. This small beach town feels so crowded during the day. The beach house nearby, with its light tint color and soft pastel accents, only has 4 beds, but many people come here to enjoy this little piece of paradise. They could go to other parts of the beach, but they stay here because they know this spot is perfect. The sun shines down with no big buildings or trees blocking it. The sand is soft and warm, and the sea breeze feels like it's dancing with us. The waves are gentle, the birds glide above us, and the small fish and crabs swim happily in the clear water. I don't want to leave this perfect place. Now that I'm deep enough in the water to float, the waves aren't hitting me as hard. I bob up and down, feeling a little thankful that my stomach is empty tonight. The sea's starting to feel warmer, kinder than it was when I first walked in, but it's still hard to stay above the water, as the waves rise and fall like a knight bowing to a king. I look back to the shore to see if they're still there. They are. I remember their touch being warmer than I expected. I'm surprised they woke me up since I'm such a heavy sleeper. A soft hand grabbed my ankle, and it felt strangely warm and damp, like how my dad used to wake me up for school. It made waking up to a room full of shadows a little less scary. When I sat up, I saw 12 shadowy figures in the room. They looked like dark mist with no faces, but I could feel them looking at me. They all spoke at once in soft, whispery voices, telling me that everything would be okay. They asked me to follow them out of the room, so I did. As we walked down the hallway, more shadows were there, watching me. I remembered my husband and daughters asleep in the other room after playing games and telling ghost stories. I asked if they were safe, and the shadows told me they were. I don't know why I trusted them, but I did. In the kitchen, more shadows were waiting, watching as the first group led me to the back door. When I opened it, a cold wind hit me, much colder than it should be for this time of year. I saw even more shadows outside, standing in the rain, watching me. I asked who they were, where they were taking me, and why they were all staring. They said that I would be all right, and that they were just like me. They were watching because they wanted to welcome one of their own. They led me to the shore, and I understood they wanted me to go into the deep water. I was scared and asked what if I didn't want to go in. They calmly said I had to trust them because there was no other choice. So I did. Now I'm losing my strength to stay above the water. The salt water stings my eyes and throat, and I'm starting to panic. I see a few shadows stepping into the water, glowing with a bright, silver light. They're swimming towards me. I can't resist any longer and let myself sink. As I sink, I feel a familiar touch on my face, the same one that woke me. 2 silver shadows take my hands, holding them like a child would hold a teddy bear. I notice one shadow has pigtails, just like my daughter. The other shadow is wearing a nightgown just like mine. I realize it's my family, and I knew it was their touch that woke me. As I start to lose consciousness, they guide me gently into the deep, taking me to a peaceful place where I will be welcomed at the beach house. As I sink deeper into the water, I start to remember the beach during the day. It was such a happy place, full of life and laughter. I remember the sun shining brightly, warming my skin and the soft sand between my toes. The waves were gentle then, playfully splashing around us as we enjoyed the day. The sea breeze was soft, carrying the smell of salt and the sound of seagulls above. The water was clear and sparkling, inviting everyone to dive in and cool off. It was a perfect day, the kind that made you forget all your worries and just enjoy the moment. But now the beach feels different. The waves are stronger, almost angry, and the sky is dark. The rain keeps falling, making everything cold and wet. The shadows are all around me, but they don't feel scary anymore. They feel familiar, like old friends who are here to help me. They're guiding me deeper into the sea, and even though I'm scared, I trust them. I know they're here to take me to a better place. As I go deeper into the water, I start to see more clearly. The shadows around me are glowing with a soft, silver light, and they're holding my hands, guiding me. I feel safe with them, like they're protecting me from the storm above. I look up and see the sky getting darker, but I'm not afraid. The shadows are with me, and I know they'll take care of me. The water is all around me now, but it doesn't feel cold anymore. It feels warm and comforting, like a big hug. I let myself go, trusting the shadows to guide me. They're taking me to a place where I'll be safe and happy, where I'll be with my family again. I close my eyes and let the water carry me, feeling at peace. The shadows are still holding my hands, and I feel their warmth. I know they're here to help me, and I'm not scared anymore. I'm ready to go with them, to the place they're taking me. I know it will be a good place, where I'll be happy and safe. As I go deeper into the water, I start to feel lighter, like I'm floating on a cloud. The shadows are all around me, guiding me gently. I feel their love and care, and I know I'm not alone. I'm going to a place where I'll be welcomed and loved, where I'll be with my family forever. I take a deep breath and let go of all my fears. The water is calm now, and the shadows are holding me close. I know I'm going to a better place, where I'll be safe and happy. I'm ready to go, to leave the storm behind and find peace. The last thing I see before I close my eyes is the soft glow of the shadows around me. They're smiling at me, welcoming me to their world. I smile back, feeling at peace for the first time in a long time. I know I'm going to a place where I'll be loved and cared for, where I'll be with my family forever. As I close my eyes, I feel the shadows gently lifting me up, carrying me to a place of warmth and light. I'm ready to go, to leave the storm behind and find peace in the arms of my family. I know I'm going to a place where I'll be happy, where I'll be welcomed with open arms. The shadows guide me to the place where I'll find peace, where I'll be with my loved ones forever. I'm ready to go, to leave the storm and the darkness behind. I know I'm going to a place where I'll be safe and happy, where I'll be loved and cared for. As I drift away, I feel the warmth of the shadows around me, holding me close. I know I'm going to a better place, where I'll be with my family forever. I close my eyes and let the shadows guide me, feeling at peace and ready to go to the place where I'll be happy and loved.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to listen to similar stories in future.